Hello everybody, my name is FanCFA, and I just want to preface this video by saying there is a version of this speedrun without commentary. There's a link in the description below which will take you to an unlisted video without my, perhaps, to your tastes, annoying voice. So, right off the bat, just want to say, this game is mostly based on movement and health preservation. As you can see down in the left-hand corner, I have a life meter. And on the center of the screen at the top, I have a shield power-up, which I use before ramps because getting a hard landing like this depletes your health, and your health depleting makes your vehicle go slower and accelerate slower. So at all costs, I must protect my ship, my dear floating skateboard. So mainly movement optimization in this game is about not hitting walls. That sounds very simple, but in practice, it's actually a lot of stick tapping and learning the courses by heart. I've been playing this game since I was 8 years old. So I know this game like the inside of my pocket. Which is, I bet for many of you watching, that would not be the case, since this game is not very popular. About 5 other speedruns exist of this game, and they're all on speedrun.com. This game is honestly kind of underground. Or not very good, or both. Whatever you want to assess about this game, you can do that. I must mention as well that this football cup time that I got is actually the new football cup world record as well. I believe... I don't remember the time I got. Sorry. So as you can see, you can get a little head start by pressing A right before the course starts. The timing is a bit finicky, but you can get the hang of it pretty well. There's another thing that's kind of honestly annoying about this game is that the items you pick up are mostly droppable items, such as like the equivalent of a banana shell, of a banana peel in Mario Kart. And for the most part, when you drop an item on the course, the computers don't run into it, they just leave it alone. So if you drop something on the course, you need to watch yourself on the next lap, because you might just run into it. So what I'll be doing in this run is actually dropping items at very specific places to not run into them. And if I get a shield power-up like this, I preserve it for the ramps. And ideally, RNG dictates the quality of the experience, because you might just get like 5 magnets in a row and drop 5 magnets on the course. But if you get a shield power up the first time around, you can just preserve it and save yourself all that dodging. So I don't know what the quality of the sound in this game is kind of shit. Like the items still make sound even when they are not there anymore. So if I drop a spinning thing and someone runs into it, when I pass by the place where it was originally, it'll still make the spinning sound. Also, the music is, it's Crazy Frog. What do you expect from Crazy Frog? Like a Grammy Award winning soundtrack? No, sir. You get ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. And yeah. So this is actually a pretty good song. I'm not gonna lie. So you know, the music varies in quality a lot. My favorite tracks are from this course. What's it called? Frozen Aliens. Crazy Town. And Crazy Land? I think that's it. Oh, I have the names right here on the splits. Yeah, Mount Crazymore, Crazy Land are my favorite tracks in this game. Otherwise, it's kind of shite. The worst songs are definitely in the Ice Cup. You'll hear it for yourself. I'll just be, from now on, I'll just be interjecting when I have something to say, because I don't really have enough things to say for 48 minutes of content. So enjoy a bit of silence, and I'll be popping in at the end of the course. One thing to mention right here is that I hold right at this turn to make sure I fall down to gain speed. And of course, on the third lap, I can drop items wherever I feel like it, because I will not be running into them, because there is no next lap. So you can be a bit reckless on the third lap, which is quite fun. Alright, so here I kind of fucked up because I was playing without a memory card, and I thought playing without the memory card would help me bypass this new record screen you're seeing right now. But instead, I fumble around trying to find the yes button to continue without saving. So I actually wasted a couple seconds there, which is quite ironic for someone who wanted to save time. So a bit of menuing, just, quite easy. You just select Ice Cup and you're ready to go. One thing that's worth mentioning about this game is that it's not a very developed speed game at all. So there's not many skips or glitches, but the game itself can be glitchy. Like you'll see there's one part in the speedrun where I clip through the ground. Not clip through the ground, but I get control removed from my fingers. Because I ran into a wall, and the game decided,
No buttons will do anything for 4 seconds. You okay with this? Okay, thanks. Sub 48, dead now.
So right here, I just go around the corner falling like that. Most of the optimizations in this game just happen. If you just let the game throw you up in the air, you're just gonna go faster. You just need to navigate that airtime properly and try not to run into any walls, which can be a monumental task in some cases. Most notably, there's 2 courses Mount Crazymore and Crazyland, which have a jump on all 3 laps, which is very hard to nail without either falling off the course or just running into walls. I'll point them out when we get to it. Right here, I actually hit one of my own items, which is what I talked about earlier. In this case, like, the spikes don't make you lose much time because they just propel you forward. If you're going uphill, though, it'll just stop you on a dime. So you want to be careful about that. If you ever want to play this game, I mean, of course, I'm nostalgic about it, but let's not fool ourselves into thinking this game is any good. It's sure, it's a bit of fun on the side, but like, the courses, especially in the ending, are quite redundant, and, you know, the entire Beach Cup has like 5-minute courses, which is way too long, and, you know, like, my best cup time on Beach Cup is 15 minutes. Considering this is a racing game and the other cups are under 10 minutes, that's way too long. I don't know why they made the ending stages that much longer. I guess it was to build up the epic aspect of the game, but it just ended up being tedious and a lot of, you know, I feel like this game would have had a lot more depth if it had like more alternate paths. Because actually 100% of the time this game is linear, one path only that you navigate. I mean, one of the best racing game series, Mario Kart, has alternate paths. They're not very expansive alternate paths, but there's still something. And, you know, some alternate paths are like well hidden, and it adds a lot of depth to the game. Right here I'm gonna do a cool jump, which looks cool because it's cool. And most of these tunnels, like this one right here, you can fly through if you're very careful about your movement. Right there, that was not an optimal jump, but I did get some airtime. This is another occasion where you're just thrown into the air and you get to gain some speed. For the most part, it's actually faster to be airborne, but if it's just a small jump, you might want to slow down before. And these turns are a pain in the ass with Grim. They would probably be much easier with Ellie, but I have an overall much greater sense of intuition with Grim. Also, this song fucking sucks. Fuck! It sucks! Why does it suck so much? Like, I never asked for this even as a kid. Even as a kid, I was like,
Fucking, what the fuck is this song?
hey, party! Let's party, everybody! Yeah, there's a fart power-up in this game. I mean, doesn't surprise me for a franchise called the Crazy Frog. I mean, these characters kind of come out of nowhere, right? Like, the original Crazy Frog, you know, from the music videos and all, like, the original Crazy Frog lore was basically like the drones and the annoying thing, and that was basically it. It seems as though the games try to add more characters, which I guess they had no choice but to do so, because you don't want a racing game with 2 characters. But some of these characters are just kind of ridiculous. Although, I will say that the actual Crazy Frog universe in the music videos and all is actually quite interesting to me. Like Popcorn, Axel F, Crazy Frog in the House, not so much. But I feel like both the design of the characters, the environments they're in, it's just all very interesting. And, you know, the music videos kick ass. Popcorn, I would listen to any day of the week. That shit slaps. That shit slaps really hard. And, you know, it's animated so tastefully. And, you know, just like the big underwater drone robot. It's so cool. It's amazing. Maybe it's nostalgia, but I feel like there is objectively a lot of quality and effort put into the music videos and the universe. I don't know. I've always been very enthusiastic about well done music and you know, art in general. And you know what? This game is not really, you know, I wouldn't go as far as to say that this game is a piece of art, but the franchise related to it has spawned some very interesting things. I wonder how many people share this sentiment, because I see a lot of dislikes on Crazy Frog video clips. Maybe because at the time where it was released, it was quite overplayed, and it, you know, Crazy Frog was everywhere. I remember every single day, every commercial break, you would see a video from Crazy Frog. But I was a kid. I loved it. I loved it, man. No. I mean, I couldn't have enough of it. And, it's, you know, as an adult, that would probably be different. I kind of fucked up this course, honestly, because I was going out of my way to drop items and stuff, and I wasn't really playing optimally. Normally that turn you don't hit any walls at all. This run is really nifty though. In general, until Beach Cup, this run is close to perfect. It's not perfect, no run will ever be, but there's not much more optimization potential until Beach Cup. From all the strats that I'm aware of, and that all of you are aware of now, unless you've played this game as a kid and just haven't had the chance to capture some gameplay. If you know of any strats, I would love to hear about those in the comments. Or perhaps even video evidence. Video evidence, everybody. There you go, we're done with the Ice Cup now. This is probably Ice Cup world record as well. I'd have to check that. Now, here I do some effective menuing, and We're done. Now we move on to my favorite cup of them all, the City Cup. In my opinion, it has the best music, the best track designs, and just in general, a lot of visual fun. I'll tell you what, I'm kind of nervous to drop this commentary on my channel because, you know, I'm not a commentator by any means. But this'll do the job. There's a video without commentary if you're already tired of me. Please don't click away. I need my video chat. I need my money. I need clickbait. So yeah, you go whooshy across the thing, and that's the optimal way to do it. This is gonna be a pain to edit. I'm saying a lot of garbage. Might just keep it in. Keep it all in, bro. Be authentic. Right here's an occasion where you probably should hit the brakes before going up that hill, but I think it's just about equivalent to just full-on gas through that. Right there I slowed down a bit because it's a small ass jump, and you know, being airborne kind of stumps your horizontal momentum for a vertical one. So sometimes it's good to slow down. Very rarely though do you want to hit the brakes in this game. You might be wondering as well, I'm playing on normal mode as opposed to easy or hard. It's mostly just a preference thing. There's no difference in speed of the characters at all. It's just that typically at the beginning of a course, other computers can be very vicious with items. If you're doing hard mode, they're really easy to... It's really easy to get first place in any difficulty once you're at the level that I'm playing at. But sometimes you get really fucked at the beginning of a course with fucking Jack behind you, fucking shitting fucking rockets out of his dick. With fucking Jack every time with the fucking rockets. Stop it! Go fucking kill you, Jack. Fuck. Fighting. Fuck. Fuck you, Jack. Fuck you. You ruined my PB. This is why I don't speedrun full time. Honestly, speedrunning is like, I'm a musician now, so I mostly, write music for fun and as a future career. Before I discovered music through Pink Floyd and all that shit, I was a Sonic Unleashed speedrunner, and that was my main skill that I had, aside from like drawing and stuff. I've always been into creative things. Before that, I did 2D animation. You can find some on this channel, actually. But speedrunning inherently has random aspects to it, whether it's RNG, glitches, lag, just, games are made up of ones and zeros, and, anything digital is not consistent. So, after getting good at playing guitar, I sort of strayed away from gaming a little bit because music made me feel more in control of my own skills. You can be an amazing Mario Kart player and get blue shelled at the end of the third lap and get fucking 4th place. You can't do that with guitar. You can't. Unless you break a string in the middle of a show, and in case you're like, well, fuck, I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna jump off the stage, get concussion. You jump off the stage, get concussion. Like a real rock star, like Dave Mustaine. Yeah, Kurt Cobain probably he did as well. I don't know, man. I don't know. Guitar better than video games. Video games bad. I don't like video games. Video games make me feel sad. Make me feel sad. I'm going crazy. This quarantine is too much for me. There's one crazy jump in this stage, and it's at the very end of the lap, which is really annoying to practice, because once you mess it up, you have to press restart, and it takes like a whole minute to get to that jump. It's coming up now. I spent like 2 hours practicing it today, and I couldn't get it. For some reason on this run, though, I got it all 3 times, which is a blessing, because I was like, I don't want to fucking reset. It's been like 30 minutes. Right here. So easy to fall off there. It's incredible. And, doing it 3 times, it's kind of nerve-wracking. But after I was done with this stage, I was confident that I would be able to pull off like an early 48. I was honestly at this point, I'm on sub 48 pace. Calm your tits, bro. I was on sub 48 pace, and then that glitch, quote unquote, in Volcano happened, and I cried a little bit inside. So right here, I don't use the shield because there's coins right after the jump, which refill my life bar. Therefore, I save it for this jump right here coming up. I activate the shield right here, I cut the corner, and that time I did not take any fall damage. Second jump, not as good as the first one, still better than falling off. Right here at the end of the third lap, well, at the end of every lap, I let go of the A button, because otherwise you just clip the ceiling there so hard that you lose all of your speed. There's actually a faster way to do this turn right here, which involves cutting the corner a little bit sharper, but the odds are that you will run into a wall there, so I'd rather play it safe and lose like 0.2 seconds there. You might notice that this game, when you're playing good, it kind of feels like a solo race for the most part. CPUs don't really play a part in getting in your way or anything. There's no like blue shell equivalent in this game. If you're ahead, you're basically clear from any computer RNG thing. So now we're done with the City Cup, in my opinion, the best cup in the game. We're going on to Beach Cup, which my scratched disc makes the game lag. For some reason, all the lag comes in on Beach Cup. Anyone else find blue CDs to be atrociously ugly? That shit looks awful. So there's a jump at the end of the lap of this stage as well, and I kind of fucked it up. Here I get a speed up power up, which you can only get if you're not in first place. I used it right off the bat. I should have used it here where the bumps are. That would have saved a couple seconds at least. But whatever, you can't really, that comes with experience, which, frankly, I don't have enough, after coming back to this game. I've only been replaying it for a couple days before recording the speedrun. It took me a couple tries to get this, but within a day, 4804 is the best that I could pull off. I know I can get 47. But frankly, speedrunning is not my priority. That's a cool jump. I like that jump. This one is also cool. If you cut the corner, you get to preserve a bit of speed. All these tunnels just fucking, like, they propel you in ways, they propel you in the air in ways that are really fun, and you can gain a lot of speed from them. The best example of this is in Beach City, which will be the last train wreck of this, right here, right fucking here. I can't believe it. I can never get a hold of that drop there. It seems like your character just keeps steering after you land. So once again, the control in this game is, for the most part, very accurate, but sometimes, like, there's a bit of hit stun after you hit the ground and your character keeps going in the direction you landed, which is problematic. So I also use a few sound cues to avoid running into items I've dropped before, because as you can see, that magnet there emits like a sound, and you can hear it from like a few seconds ahead of it. So you get to dodge it. If I was playing this game without sound, I would be hitting my head against the wall and going,
Fuck this game! Fucking fuck!
which I was doing this morning. Also, whoever did the voice for Grim, I applaud you, sir. You've done the convincing job of mimicking an idiot. I'd like to hang out with Grim, you know, take a couple drinks, and I don't know, have. I don't know. Let me just cut that out. Right there, the sound of the magnet saved my ass. I would have run straight into it otherwise. I think this course is the most fun out of all the Beach Cup. It's got the most jumps like this. That's right there. That's the glitch where I lose all control of my character for like a few seconds. I was trying so hard to drive again, and it just was not doing it. I was fucking pissed, bro. I was mad. I was pissed. I was mad. I was so fucking angry. I threw my controller against the wall. I said, "Fuck! Fuck this game!" This game's fun, though. This game's fun. You get to fart. You get to go and all sorts of other things. Oh, that one was close too, but I was really proud of myself after that. I was like, okay, I can get a good time from this run. All the tricky stuff is past. Is in the past. It's in the past. Now we go on to Volcano, where actually nothing happens here. Great run. This is one of the stages where the CPUs are notorious for being a pain in the ass, throwing rockets down your fucking face right there. Mainly. You want to get ahead of them as quickly as possible in this stage, because otherwise they're just gonna shred you to pieces. You can hear them throwing items around in the background for a bit. Right here, this jump, right here, this turn, you can cut sharper, but there's also the problem that you might fly off the track. Also, going down hills like this, your top speed that you reach while going down hills is based on the max speed you get when you're about to enter the downward slope. So if you're going at 200, you might hit 350, but if you're like more like 250, you might get like 380, which is about the cap of max speed on the ground. My throat is getting sore from all this commentary. Also, is this song supposed to be like a Copacabana thing? because it sounds nothing like the original tune. I don't know what the producers were thinking when they made this song. I don't know, a lot of cocaine maybe. That was close. Arriba. Yes. Yes, Crazy Frog. That is totally appropriate. For the most part, like the graphic design on these stages is actually quite fun to look at. Maybe like most of it blends together, but it's nowhere near as bad as the first Crazy Frog Racer game, where basically all the stages were based off one map. And, you know, every single race was like a city setting. Right there, that shield saved my ass. So yeah, one of my best runs of this stage. I'm going very fast. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm here. I'm here. I'm totally here. Totally not trying to. Totally not sleeping on the job or anything. So this is a laggy stage. Like a couple graphical anomalies here. Right here, I almost fell off. I did not practice the stage before getting here. This is one of the best ways to skip the track. Right here. Saves about like 2 to 3 seconds, maybe. I've never done testing as to how much it skips, but it's a pretty good skip. Actually, I actually kind of shit the bed in this stage. I die twice on the second lap, killing officially sub 48. But the rest of my run through the stage is actually impeccable otherwise. So I'm very, very happy with it. This is the best tube in the game. Check out this airtime with all that speed. And you can actually get a lot more from that. I'll be getting a lot of it in future laps. It's a lot of fun to ride around those things. It's quite fitting that this is it's the final countdown playing for the final track, and while I'm speedrunning, it's like the final countdown before I finally press the split button for the last time and see what my PB is. Right here, I shit the bed so hard. I was like, oh, Taco Bell is so nice. And another one right here, just for your money. You satisfied now? I just lost like 10 seconds. Perhaps my hyperactive mind likes Crazy Frog because it represents my psyche. Maybe perhaps in psychology books, people with ADHD have a tendency to like annoying people because they're just like them. Maybe. Or maybe you hate them because they're just like you. That's also an alternative projection. What am I saying right now? What am I saying? What am I blabbering out of my fucking shithole of a mouth? Fuck. I don't know. So there's, the turns coming up is actually another situation where, Ellie would be preferable. That's just a heads up. I can turn these corners mostly very well without losing much speed, but one rub like that and you lose a bit of time. This stage is so like scary at times. That jump right there, it's a lot of fun, but it's scary as shit. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time I was doing this stage. I was like, is this gonna be a 47 or not? I'm so fucking close. It ended up being so close to 47, but maybe next time. Here's another cool tunnel part. Woohoo! So fun to do. Kind of fucked it up here. And we're coming up on time right now. Go as fast as you can. Go as fast as you can. Let's go, boy. There you go. There you go. That was quite good. So, 4804. Pretty damn nifty, if I do say so myself. I'll be going for Cup World Records next, see how optimized I can get them. Coming up here, I'm going to go into the record section to show the individual times of every single cup I've done in this run. I was really proud of myself. See, 14:45 for a really good time. Probably much too long for a cup of 3 courses. Here we go. That's a resume of this run. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys around.